Hello, I hope you are well. Welcome to another World Predictions reading. I've decided to come on and do one after what has happened. So let's just see. The time is 11:17 in the UK on Sunday the 22nd of June. Okay, I will tell you when the video finishes as well. So that's UK time, okay? British summertime, yeah. Okay, let's see what we've got. It was very strange last night because I did the video earlier in the day. I can't remember everything I said because it's channeling. And then late at night, I was asked to do some world predictions for the Substack channel, which I put a link on the post last night. So if you want to check that out. And that talked about a US, UK and France coalition still keeping at a distance, but going out with the bombing. So you might want to check that out. What I want to do now is to see again what's coming next and why he went in, Mr. Orange, Mr. Trump, and what's going to happen next. Basically, the main thing, really, I suppose we should. So yeah, very interesting. I keep hearing midnight and I keep hearing 3 minutes to midnight. I'm now seeing Oppenheimer. So we might get some straight channeling in this video as well. And somebody put on the thing, and yeah, you're right. Why is he still in power? That's it. I want to do a video on that. Why I got in the world predictions thing on my Substack that or was it on the video? I don't know. That basically he was supposed to come in the first time and churn things up so all the dregs came to the top and we have to sort it out as a collective. But he was not meant to come in the second time. Okay, this is a spiritual war that's going on, so things change very fast. And Kamala Harris was definitely meant to be the first female Black American president. She was. Okay, but a spanner in the works, which we talk about. So yeah, let's see what we can get anyway. And somebody said the cards aren't working. It's, well, I'm channeling straight direct. These are just a representation of what I get, and the messages change, hence why I had to do that thing last night. So got to keep up with it. Narcissist's reflection, self-reflection, obsession, awareness with being right. I have to be right all the time. That's what I'm getting about Mr. Trump. I have to be right all the time. But he's not. Cerebus' watch, guarding, transition, fidelity. Okay. Guard dog. Just heard Israel's guard dog. Pandora's curiosity, and we had this yesterday, didn't we? Pandora's box, opening the box. That's basically what he's done. Opened the box for the fire to. I'm seeing the box open and this fire, and then I'm seeing that thing again on Raiders of the Lost Ark at the end when the Ark is opened. They're showing me the Ark again. I can see the Ark of the Covenant out here, and they're opening it, and there's scrolls coming out, information, there's fire coming out of Pandora's box. It's like this big flame, and then the Raiders of the Lost Ark thing with the spooky things, they're all nicey, and then turn it on. That's basically what he's letting in. They're reminding me of a video where somebody said they saw a strange bat-like creature go past them. I was seeing some bloody creepy stuff yesterday. I haven't written it out yet for the Substack, but oh my god, that stalker guy is just not stopping. He's I talk about it on my Substack. I'm sorry to keep mentioning it, but I'm trying to remember where to put everything. I don't know why we're getting a tap in the corner there. I can see face. Oh, I can see face over there. I don't know whose face that is. There's some people appearing in the kitchen area. Oh, got quite a few faces. I just heard we will be heard. And I did see the Ayatollah Khomeini standing in my room this morning, and I really saw him, like, physically. Bizarre. Bizarre. So he, all I've heard is we will be heard. So I don't know what's going to happen there. Great. Here we go. Okay. But, yeah, look at this. Fire. On the world channeled messages, because I've got 2 channels I have to keep going on, and that's Tarot for You as well, but I get world predictions on there. They're just coming out everywhere. I keep getting fire alert, fire, seeing Oppenheimer. But basically he's let this stuff come out the box. There's going to be a mighty war now. I saw all the soldiers. There will be a land war, ground war. Their tanks rolling. But I do get, there's a lot of involvement from China as well. I discussed that more than you realise. Okay. And we have, Nemesis Justice. There will be reprisals for this. And we have Hydra's challenge, resilience, persistence, multiplicity. It's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The monster is getting bigger. There are going to be too many fires to fight. And it's just going to consume the world. Tougher than World War II, I heard. No, my son was talking about, I think we should start prepping. I'm not a prepper. And I've said that to him before, actually. I've sort of joked about it, but I've thought about it. And my biggest thing is contact lenses. I must get an endless supply of contact lenses. Let's buy them. How can I do this? Oh, I need my contact lenses. If I've got to, defend something and raise an army and whatever. I must have my contact lenses. I can't do it. Oh, God. Bizarre thoughts that come to you. Yeah, this is to make them look good, apparently. It's not making them look good, but it's, again, this attention seeking all the time. Narcissism. Okay, where do you want to go? These ones. Yeah. Darkness will follow. I'm seeing lights go out, blackouts in cities. Cyber attacks will increase. 6 of Pentacles. A deadly partnership. I think we're referring to Trump and Israel here. I don't know why I did that. Divine grace cures rage and pestilence, absolves the guilty. This angel. Allowed to die. Probably not saying that right. Yeah, and we were getting Iraq, weren't we, yesterday? And somebody quite rightly said it's very like the scenario of the weapons of mass destruction with, Tony Blair and Bush and all of them going into Iraq. And sorry, I can't remember all the names, but I've been reading the comments. I do read them, yeah. And perhaps use the good wine. I've forgotten your name as well, but yeah, use the good wine. don't bother keeping it. I'm joking. And now we've got the eye here. Everything is watched. Everything is judged. Ace of Pentacles, the adored God. That to me is a seraphim. A lot of fire. The rain of fire. I'm seeing a dragon. There's a tower moment. Lots of fire. Sorry. I like giving nice things, but unfortunately it's all doom, gloom and bloody despair. Page of Swords. A message you do not want to hear. A message that is coming. 2 more sorties. 2 to 3 more sorties. Have they ever thought that bombing these places, and I know they have to be taken out sometimes. I'm trying to remain impartial here, but they could cause a nuclear explosion if they do that, because they've got more of an arsenal than you realise. And, oh my God. I grew up in the 1980s and you are not a nice man. Ayatollah Khomeini. I can feel the energy. This is not fair in the Iranian people. There will be consequence, vengeance, the likes you've never seen. A fatwa will be declared on Trump. But then we had that thing yesterday, didn't we? About the unaliving attempt. I hate knowing about things like that, but you know, it's my job. Six of Swords, the gentle god, perception of unity, protects against accidents, heals the sick. Trying to move away from disaster. Move away from this conflict. Thank you. King of Pentacles, a strategy that bears no consequence. Moving away from peace. What he was waiting for is them coming back to the negotiating table. You know, he's not going to get that. They're not going to do that, especially now. Iran will not do that. Why did he go in, though? Can you tell me that, please? Ooh, I flew out, didn't I? Do you want it upside down? All right, okay, you want it straight. Three of Cups, fame, renown, influences, commerce, voyages, and great discoveries. He wants them to come to the table, wants to be in control of something. I know the nuclear thing, but wants to spread influence all over. Wants this, I keep saying him sitting on a big throne like an emperor. Now they're showing me Ming the Merciless. God. But basically, that's why. It's not for what you think it's for. It's to, you didn't bow to me. You didn't give me what I wanted, so I shall show you. Fame, renown. He's always got to be in the news. It's just weak. Anyway, Two of Wands. Love and wisdom, victory over those who would attack you. Now, who's this for? Iran. They're all going to be a lot to do with cyber attacks, blocking. China comes to the rescue. China is more vocal. Putin sits in silence, but China is more vocal about this. There's going to be a reckoning. And British soil, just heard. Okay, Pandora's box has been opened. At least 2 TA attacks coming forward, and one was 3 years coming forward to 2 for Gaza. Right, okay, so I can see somebody from the future going into one of those London call boxes. Well, it's not London, it's UK boxes, the red telephone boxes. We've got a load in the town here. So a call from the future. Basically what he's done is created a monster. Now, I have seen an interesting image of myself in my red jacket. The clothes I wear, they're either all black or there's a bit of red. Now, behind me, the army of the dead rises. And they're showing me Jason and the Argonauts again. Now, remember I told you on one of the things that they basically, Jason fought the Hydra, basically, and killed it, cut all the heads off, killed it, okay? But it rises again, it just keeps rising. I'm saying Hitler as well. The menace rises again. Cut off the heads, thought it was dealt with. But this magician came along, that kind of person, picked up the teeth of the Hydra, took them, and then when they had to fight Jason again, threw the teeth onto the ground. They went into the soil, and these skeletons rose of all the people that the Hydra had killed, and they're coming forward, and they are the army of the dead. But I think in this case they're coming forward to warn us. but they've got shields and they're like, they're ready to fight. Something is rising from the dead. We've got judgment here. An old menace. Ah, great. And we have Knight of Swords. Rushing in. Doesn't always think, rash decisions, intellectual richness, protects fertility of women, makes children respectful toward their parents. I don't know why I had to read that. There you go. So why am I seeing that image? The blazing sun. Now Oppenheimer's standing there. And Archangel Michael. The war comes now, be prepared. The likes you've never seen before. The fire will rage. The dust cloud will settle, only to rise again and again and again. I'm standing in the middle of this dust cloud. Now they're showing me, this is how some of them speak to me, visual, and they'll take TV, whatever. There's a program on Netflix called The Mist, and the things that come out of the mist. I haven't just messed. There's almost like a. I just heard it's like fighting the Viet Cong. An army that you'll be sorry to see. This is not just about. There's. I keep seeing soldiers all rushing into water. I've seen things about World War II's RAF people as well, which I think are to do with UFOs and being taken by them. I'm going to be writing about that. But there's lots about soldiers coming forward, military, Wheel of Fortune, healing, heals all disorders, protects travellers and medical workers. I don't know why I'm having to read what's on the bottom, but I am. I'm seeing the Vietnam War here, but things come out of the mist. And it's sometimes... great menace is rising. Even the dead have to fight. Okay, right. Somebody was asking me about, was it Ram? I think so. About what I thought of God, whatever. Well, I'm very angry at God, but I very realised, and I've done previous videos on this, but I'm told that the way they see, we are inside some sort of giant being, but it's in space, and I believe, well, I've been shown that there is something that exists out of space, time continuum, every space itself, and it's like a quantum computer. And I had an experience the other day where I was connected, and I'm starting to receive, I've been told I'm receiving channeling direct. Okay, and they are basically telling me when I'm getting, because I wasn't confident enough to realise that, but things are changing. I get messages from other people that it's coming direct. This is a, however you say it, I always, you know, the Christian way is to see some old geezer, why did I have to say old geezer, who's telling me that? Up in the clouds, who I'm always arguing with and think sexist and everything else. But that's not it. I have gone to more like the white light. I do think there's a force, okay? Talking Luke Skywalker, whatever, some kind of force. I do believe that that exists somewhere. But what they're telling me is this is why people, you see, put your order in. It's like a giant quantum computer, because everything is quantum. Quantum entanglement. It's quantum, okay? And that's why things come in and things get changed. It functions like a computer. So that's what you're talking to. And when I could see, I made a direct communication, okay? It's still something to be in awe of, yeah? And it's, out the top of my head came these mathematical, geometrical symbols, just communication out of my head, and immediately I was answered, and this light came down and helped me do something I talk about in the Substacks, but and it was very, very powerful, but it answered me like that. So, and I never get answered. I'm in a bad way with things that are grumpy because I'm going through so many transitions and life changes at the minute. They're non-stop. So hence the grumpiness. So please forgive me. It'll stop, but so that's how I say it. Well, it's not how I say it. It's how I've been told. But, you know, it's not to say that anybody else's idea is wrong. It's how we say it. You know, it's but that there is a force. There is something wonderful out there. Because I've had images of me going into space and going in amongst all these colours and this white light and just feeling healed and everything else. So it's just all the same thing, but it's how you see it, and it's all valid. Okay. What the hell is that? Can you hear it? Sounds like shooting. Could be fireworks, but it's broad daylight. What the hell is that? Oh, well, that's ominous, isn't it? 1 second, because I'm a bit worried. I can't stop it on here. That was so much. So there's going to be shooting. I feel quite emotional. My son's in the town at work. Just say it sounded like a fire. So it's definitely something coming in. Explosions. There's more to come by the end of the day. 3 sorties, something like that. It could be something harmless, but I don't know. I didn't like that. My guide's gone running, so I don't know what that is. Oh my god. The tower. Oh, my stomach's rumbling as well. Oh, I started moving around again upstairs every time I'm talking. 8 of Cups, trying to get away from something as fast as possible. Need to do this. Strength. Iran fights back. I keep saying they're going to, but they don't do anything. And I don't understand that. Yet I'm told they've got Arsenal, they're fighting back there, but I don't know. China comes to the rescue. There's going to be some UN resolution. Nine of Wands. Upside down. The burdens must be carried, but are not being carried. The end, 9, towards the end of something. They wanted it upside down. Oh, they're going out. In here. Drive me nuts. Honestly, I was telling. Was it you? I was telling yesterday about the shenanigans after midnight. Never mind. 7 of Cups. Deliberations. Many actions to be taken. Which is the best one. The worst has been chosen. A new one is offered. Starman, yeah, I'm seeing Starman. Starman will take to the world stage and condemn an action. Knight of Wands, rushing in, impatience. A temporary fallout with Trump. 9 of Swords, worry. This impatience has caused a lot of worry around the world. Australia, somebody standing up with glasses in Australia speaking in Parliament about this 9 of Wands, the burdens we have to carry. NATO to the rescue. It's interesting these things come about because it means also Ukraine's forgotten about and Gaza's forgotten about. I haven't forgotten about them. Okay. Oh God, here we go. Past life demon. This is talking about something rising. A light being You're not. Michael. Is he interfering again? No, provocation. I don't know what that, we'll see what we get with that. A past life demon. I'm seeing Hitler. I do not wish to see that. Okay. I'm seeing something like Hitler Youth. I'm seeing Musk do his signal. Something. Don't touch me, please. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's one of those little spheres. My life. Sorry, my son's just come back. No, it wasn't a car exhaust. It was far too loud for that, as long as he's all right. Seven of Pentacles. It went on too long for that. And it wasn't, there's a big road here and it wasn't going along there. Seven of Pentacles, choosing from different options. Provocation. And I know somebody didn't agree the UAE and other people wouldn't attack. I'm just giving a message, okay? Timelines change, but I don't know. You'd be surprised what happens. I've been shocked at what happens. But there's coming together of various groups to the aid of Iran because they see the region threatened. There's something about Jordan. Who is this person in Australia who's speaking in Parliament, who's talking about a provocation? We edge closer to walking 3 minutes to midnight again. It's almost like we keep being pulled back, then something happens and we go forward again. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. This one for recognition, for money. To be seen as the champion and the saviour brings about an ending. So why hasn't Trump been removed? Moving away from something. I talked about a sacrifice he had to make in that I don't like to go back over what I've said. There's something coming over a border here. There's a ground war that leads to many repercussions. Conflict, the three in conflict. Eight of Pentacles, all to do with money. Somebody said about oil under the water. Yeah, may well be. Watching you, watching me, counting the pennies. More reparations. More reparations. What's that about? A false partnership. Does not stop nuclear armament. High Priestess. Secrets. The Empress are one. Walking away from something. The streets paved with gold. I'm not sure what I'm getting here. I get a couple more of these and then I'll go into the other ones. There's a victory. A hollow victory. I don't like that victory card. Don't like it at all, that one. It's very... you shall not pass. Queen of Swords again. Yeah. Death. Change. Temperance. Heading them off at the pass. There's something about India coming in here now because they're showing me carry on moving all the carry on up the Kyber. They're talking about the Kyber Path. Something needs to be... somebody's going through the Kyber Path in secret. It's almost like this sets off loads of little more invasions and terrorist attacks and these little fires that are bringing in the ultimate fire. Pandora's box has been opened. So look, I mean, look at it. Yeah, like we're swelling things on Raiders of the Lost Ark. Is there anything that can save us? But you know, yeah. If he does the right thing, we need to get at the negotiating table and stop this now. Stop any further involvement. If he continues, there's trouble. Oh, what is this? Oh, God. Clearly all right. There's a lot of gunfire. Can you tell me where this gunfire, or even if it was just whatever it was, somebody setting off fireworks or whatever it was, it sounded like gunfire and it came in at the right time. So can you please tell me, somebody's standing up. There's something about Australia calling him out, calling Israel out. He's got glasses, little glasses, dark hair. Okay, let's get some. Getting very hot when I'm channeling. Thank God the heat's going down here. Right, okay, we've got closed door, false accusations, elemental, fey elemental, burned to the ground. Something is burned to the ground. There's a big fire coming. You keep telling me that. What is the fire? Sporadic gunfire heard over the border. There's a demonstration where there's going to be gunfire. It's almost like the elementals are out playing. Shots fired. I'm seeing police in the UK and something about Australia. Norway needs to watch 2 more attacks coming in Oslo. A school fire ignites a band of dissenters. And what? US. Oh, that's them. Gabriel the messenger. Okay. Any more on Iran, please, and what's going on? The High Priestess. Oh. Only the High Priestess knows what's coming next. Okay. So am I doing this direct? Okay. Suspicion. Pointing the finger of suspicion. The lowly will not be heard when they should be. Twins. Somebody's wearing a mask. We keep getting that. Definitely narcissism. Dark side of Trump. Yeah, look, face. Got it again. Not giving all of the information. There's definitely something about France. My eyes went straight to the Eiffel Tower. Fire alert. There's something in the middle of the US. This big circle. And it's almost like everything going in. I don't know why I keep getting that or what it fully means yet. Options. Kowalski. Messenger. Right. There's some big message coming through because I've seen a pigeon sat on the scaffolding twice today, and I always see that as a sign of a message coming through. So there's 2 messages, 3 messages. Iran. There's definitely going to be, and the Council of Light. Hang on, let's see what they say. Illuminati, Merlin, Magician. You will never know. Something about Trump's hand being forced, pushed from behind. A closed door is now open to him. Okay. China. China has more involvement. Discredit. I think China's going to speak out at him. Increase in wealth. Is this tariffs? No. The writer. I would like you to stop here now, please. Thank you. All right, okay. Sorry, I speak through my mouth sometimes. Right, they just want a fire alert. So there's stuff coming. I have a feeling I'll be doing more later on. I've got another video to do on my World Channel messages, and I probably will end up doing something on the World Predictions on the Substack. I can see that coming. I'm also going to be showing some visions that I'm going to have. Apparently. Oh, great. So what time is it? Right, the time is 11:53. I don't know what that's all about. That's my it's moaning about people at work already, the people coming into the place. So it's 11:53 in the UK on the 22nd of June. So that they want me to do that for some reason. I think things are moving so fast that they may change. Michael, Archangel Michael wants me to do that. Reverse engineering. Emperor. Future. I just see him sitting on this big throne. He thinks he's king of the world, but this is a major pivot point. I thought you told me to stop. The SOS is fake. I don't know what the SOS is fake, but I'm going to leave it there. Well, I was being stalked. Trump being stalked. Okay, all right. I thought you said stop. Choices need to be made for the good of the world and for the US, because something is stalking him now. Okay, if you haven't checked that video out, so I'm going to say the time again, a little bit OCD, but then I am OCD, so 11:55. Oh my God. Well, 11:55 is a massive number. Okay, 11 for awakening, 55 for big change coming in. So something's going to happen. Okay, so be prepared. But check out the other ones. The writer, that's probably referring to me doing world predictions later. Okay, so I hope you found that of interest. Thank you for supporting me on the memberships as well. Thank you to my wonderful members. My new subscribers, thank you so much. Thank you all of you coming backwards and watching all the channels and the Substacks. I greatly appreciate it, and for commenting. Some decent comments out there. It's brilliant, very interesting. I love the way you're talking with each other as well. It's brilliant. So yes, thank you for that. And I have to clear this away straight away, because otherwise it just, for some reason, I've got UK on there. I don't know why I'm doing that, but I have to. Take care of yourselves and keep the faith. You know, we talk about these things so it can be the butterfly that bats its wings and changes stuff. If we change what's inside, we can change what's outside in the collective. You'd be surprised, people power. Okay, there is some mighty big protests coming. So be prepared for that. Keep yourself safe as well. And what else did I want to say? Yeah, please check out the other Substacks. The alien stuff, the about my spooky life, because as I say, there's predictions all over. What else? If you want a personal reading, life purpose readings, dream stuff, mentorship, spiritual mentorship, whatever, all of the details are in the description. All right, take care of yourselves, and I shall see you next time. Bye.